Hey guys, how's it going, my beautiful peeps? Did y'all miss me? I missed y'all for a little bit. Girl has been going to places, and I'm going to do a concert review recently. I recently saw Tinashe on the BB Angel tour, and I have quite the story to tell y'all. And it has been amazing, the spectacular, the extravaganza, and all of the Tinashe nostalgia, hands down, period. So Tinashe is currently on tour, and this is her part one East Coast tour. So her tour dates are Atlanta, Tampa, Orlando, Washington D.C., New York, Philadelphia, Boston, Toronto, Chicago. I went to the Tampa, Florida show and the Washington D.C. show. And like I said, I'm a Tinashe fan, and you guys already know what it is with that. But like I said, I actually really had a great time. I'm going to get into the depth of my experience and connecting with Team Tinashe. I love y'all, Team Tinashe. I love y'all, all of us, sweet teas, the whole 9 yards. So I went to Tampa, Florida, and on the what show was it? It was on the I believe it was on the second tour date. So it was February the 2nd, Tampa, Florida. And you know what? When I got to the Ritz Yardburg, and actually, it's really nice down there. I actually feel like it has like that suburban feel to it. It has more of like that, like really like that nightlife, outgoing in the daytime. If you want to go to a restaurant, you want to go to a club, a concert venue, a museum. And actually, when I was down in the area, it was nice, laid back. It was a lot of hustle and bustling, and it was more like that vibrant, city type life, and people, they're out, just doing their thing. So I got there, and I actually, like I said, I got there early, and I interacted with fans and stuff. And one thing about, like I said, what I love about fans is always about the music. That's how it's like when I go to concerts, it's always about the music, enjoying the fans, fandom, and the musician. So it was cool fans. We got to interact. We got to, talk, to each other. And all of us, literally, like I said, we really, 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 really had the time of our lives. And Tinashe, I got there at the concert venue probably around like, I believe it was mm, after 5 o'clock. And like I said, the lines were totally, totally packed. So a lot of people were like packed from top to bottom, like pronto. Everybody was here to see T. So we got in, we checked in, everything was cool, it was safe, we interacted with each other, had fun. I even got to interact with like Tinashe fans, it was like, man, some of them, it's like, this is my first concert, and I think that's just such a wonderful thing to people that, an artist that they love and they do like and they do support a lot. You know, it just brings me a lot of that coolness, like how I felt like going to concerts and just love for the music and the arts. So I even talked to also was another fan, and she was like, yeah, not many artists come to Tampa, Florida like that. And then when I was, excited when I found out that she, was coming over here, I was like, yes, I'm like so happy and, really great. So the vibe and the energy was just pleasant. Everybody was like chilling, relaxing. Everybody was like, all right, cool, hands down. And when the show started, I will guarantee you when the show starts. Let me tell you something about Tinashe. She is pretty much the entertainer. She is the showmanship of a musician. And I've always, like I said, will say this. Actually, when she opened up the show, it was like, okay, before Unique. Shout out to you, girl. She's a singer, a rapper, a DJ from New Jersey. I can't leave her out. she did her thing. She's very like vibrant. She has like that really nice, turn up, I would say, vibe, hip hop, nostalgia pop to her. And what I like about her opening act, she's the opening act and for some of the tour dates, and she literally brings back like something called fun catching music, and it does fit in with her audience. And what I really liked about her too is that she just really just sets trends, and she has her own thing, and she got her own, enigma and that femininity. And I have to be quite honest, like I said, people, they like to say whatever, but no, it's really, like I said, it was great to see, artists like going on tour with artists, promoting their music, vice versa, neck and neck. She really stole the whole show as an opening act. And you know what? Like I said, I'm glad that she literally, like I said, it was a whole bunch of opening acts, because my previously it was too many opening acts. It depends on who it is that really brings like the showmanship and the fun and the thrill with the music. And she really, 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 she stole the night. She, blew our minds away. She really, like I said, is really, really talented. So keep doing your thing when you need. You did a great job. And then Tinashe came out. And you know what? I always have said this, on this platform. I said, what Tinashe is pretty much like that really her showmanship as a singer, dancer, she and everyone, they're not just everyone. I don't even dancers. This was this is their tour. I don't look at the dancers. I don't look at them as backup dancers. This is their tour. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I actually was really, really enthusiastic with how the choreography. Let me tell you this about the choreography. If people haven't went to a Tinashe show, that is fine. I have to be quite honest. She always shuts it down. Everybody shuts it down. The way how I look at how her choreography as a fan throughout the years, she really has stepped it up with the intricate and the, I would say, the self expressionism and the dancing. Her dancing is more fluid, smooth, aggressive, but she has always been a natural dancer. And it doesn't even matter what dancing style, because people will say, well, if you don't dance a certain way, or if you're not like a certain kind of dancer, or you don't have that dancing appeal, and that, people have always tried to compare her to like other artists, which is fine, but it really, to me, was really amazing to see how right off the bat we all get influenced by people, but she made sure she put in her own groundwork in making sure how she stands out as a dancer, not just a dancer, as an entertainer. Literally, it's kind of like some of the dance moves gave me ancient Egyptian dancing, and it gave me more the choreography of the versatility of like some that like there was like bowl dancing, and there was a lot of that like really choreography, like 8 count choreography, and she really literally for her to be that top notch of a entertainer. Literally, she put the groundwork. She put her foot down. She even, like I said, throughout the years, as I recall, like even I have seen her in concert previous times, and I feel like as I've seen her growth as a musician, she literally, to me, is one of those distinctive entertainers where it's like she has that enigma. It's not just any kind of enigma, but it just has more of like that really natural to it. And also her vocals, her singing live. Tinashe has more of like a powerhouse. She's a powerhouse vocalist. I feel like her range really, it has more of like that harmony, and you can even hear her vocals live, even when she's like sitting down singing, or she's singing and dancing at the same time. She has the ability to really capture an audience, because literally the songs that's her set list, and I will get into that. Most of the songs that she did, are the new songs from her new album, BB Angel. And the BB Angel album, I feel like it's a very nice, not just a nice body of work, but it's a cohesive, brilliant body of work because literally her sound has really stripped into different layers. So she's more of like, I've always have said more of like a artist that like not just in the R&B category, but like pop and dance, alternative hip hop style of music. So her sound has sonically evolved. But with this album, BB Angel, and I noticed that how the set list of her records, I like that the records bring so much like spontaneous. Um, a good example, even opening up the song Treason, the way how it's like really like more of like that nostalgia, just has more of like that contemporary sound of R&B, soul, and pop, rhythm and blues. But she has more of like that acoustic element. And as she opens up the song with Treason, the way how she sings the record, it gives you goosebumps. It gives you chills down your spine. It's more of like this pretty much is really I feel like that song is a great opening song because sometimes even going to concerts, and I feel like since I've been to Tinashe's shows throughout the years, I've seen how it's a particular song how she'll open up, and then when she opens up with that song, it's like completely, she takes you into her world. She takes you into like the visuals, the theatrics of a musician. That's what I love about her. She has always been more about the music and the theatrics, but you can really see it visually. Then she performed the new songs after Treason, and we had like a bunch of variety and a bunch of mixture of like some songs from her debut album Aquarius, some songs from her um, Songs for You album, even her mixtape Underground songs. So she really, like I said, with set list, it was done really nice. It was done like in a way where, wow, I actually can see how certain songs they just transcend into like a new direction. And this is what I love, that her choreography, she really did not literally most of the time throughout her whole entire tour, it's like she performs on stage, that's it. The dancers, they didn't even run out of breath. It's like more of like their endurance. And really, I saw how they actually really gel with each other and vibe. The best part about the dancers, hands down, shout out to y'all. Keep doing y'all thing. Keep doing y'all thing because they literally fit in that fluid execution of dancing styles. And actually, even I saw the freestyle dance and I said, wow. But it really brings a lot of that, like really, it brings a lot of that. It's just, this is what musicians, no matter who they are, this is what they are supposed to do. They're supposed to bring it back how it's supposed to be done. They're supposed to have their influences because I can tell that this show was created and how it was really, really well done together. It was like, whoa, I've actually will say this. This is pretty much one of the best concerts I've been to. I've been to the one of the best concerts I've been that I've attended. So I actually, when I was listening to like how like how her music and the dancers, I feel like even listening to it, it was like a melody of nostalgia of Tinashe's music, her sound sonically, and I actually enjoyed that. And also, it was also great to see like fans pretty much like day one fans, new fans get together, and have fun, with Tinashe. Tinashe, we already know, hands down, she's pretty much has always been it for herself. She always have been pretty much doing her thing for years. And like I said, when it comes down to it, besides all the extra stuff, it's like people really care for the music. It's all about the music. It's all about like that. You know, that most of us we grew up with and we enjoy and love. But I actually, like I said, I really, like I said, enjoyed this tour. I feel like literally she definitely, like I said, will always stay, current with new sounds, but she will always bring in something unique and exciting in music. And like I said, I will say this, Tinashe girl, we already know. I am very ecstatic, and I feel like when I actually, like I said, watch how all that, like from the I gotta tell you about these visuals. I'm gonna tell y'all about these visuals because I can't leave that out. Every time I go to a concert, I always have to talk about the visuals. The daggone stage setup, the visuals. What I mean by visuals, the stage itself, the art in the performing arts, that part, like I would say, there are different words. The asterisks, well, I wouldn't say props, but there's like it's really electrifying. Is really really not only electrifying, but it's just brings that ecstatic. They're like that electrifying. The visuals, the stage props. I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right, but we go to a concert, it's like it's gonna be extra to a flavor. But I actually, when I was looking at the whole entire setup, the set list, you know, everything it brings me that futuristic, futuristic vibes, and and it switches up how different elements of like the I don't know, it just this is really pretty much bringing it back how it's supposed to be done music. But aside from all that, yeah, hands down, Tinashe fans are really, really happy. And there's going to be a part two on the West Coast. So be on the lookout for that tour, for that side of the tour, the BB Angel tour. So right now, like I said, she's been pretty much on the roll, show after show, selling out shows, fans are, like I said, we're pretty much blessed and, grateful. And she is such a freaking sweetheart. She's a beautiful, artist. She's bubbly. She has more of like that really, you know, just inner, BADSS. So that being said, guys, I'm going to give, of course, a 5 out of 5. But see, now she always slays every time. So this tour, BB Angel tour, is still going on. If you guys are interested um, in seeing Tinashe on tour, go get your tickets. And she's going to have a part two tour on the West Coast. So Tinashe fans, be on the lookout for sis on the West Coast. So whenever she drops those tour dates after the East Coast part one tour, she's gonna do the West Coast tour, and that's all. So Tinashe fans, share your thoughts and your opinions, and yeah. So unique fans, share your thoughts and your opinions, and stay tuned on the next episode of Get Since 92. Like, share, comment, subscribe down below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button as always. Stay tuned on the next episode of Gibson's 92.